What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Eye Test, where we simplify your process as a fantasy football manager. NFL coaches every year find themselves in the hot seat where they are asked very tough questions by the media. And today at the Eye Test, we're going to have our own version of the hot seat, where we're each going to take a turn sitting in the hot seat and answering some very tough fantasy football questions. Bob is going to be the first person hopping in the hot seat.
Let's get
Bob,
it.
are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Is your chair feeling a little warmer?
It is
Yeah,
actually
dude.
very warm in my apartment right now, so it is kind of warm.
I had
Right.
Vanessa turn up the thermostat just for this.
All right, we're going to put Bob in the hot seat. By the way, we are 41 days away from our fantasy draft. Cannot wait. Paul, would you like to go first for Bob's hot question?
Burning
love-
question.
I would love nothing more than to ask my first burning question, not to get confused with Burning Man.
Bob, you have 10 seconds to answer, so you got to be quick, just like coaches do with the media.
Okay.
And you are allowed to use one stalling strategy that coaches use. Like, we think about this day by day. We keep one and move forward. You're allowed to use those stalls once per question,
Okay.
and then you can
All
explain
right.
your answer after.
All right,
Taking it
Bob.
one game at a time.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, right,
You get one cliche.
Yeah, one cliche. All right, Bob. So you're in your fantasy draft, the real thing. You get Kelsey in the first round and a top 3 quarterback in the second round. Are you more inclined to go wide receiver or running back in the third, and why?
Okay, so if I'm taking Kelsey in the first round, it's likely in the mid first round. I'm assuming probably at from the 1-6 to the 1-8, and then I'm probably getting either Pat Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, or Josh Allen in the second. But honestly, it doesn't even really matter. I'm going wide receiver. I just think there's more boom potential from receivers in the third round than there is running backs in the third round. You're talking guys like Breece Hall, Ramondre Stevenson, or you're talking maybe guys like Keenan Allen, maybe T. Higgins, but I'm definitely going wide receiver. I'm more biased towards the wide receiver position right now.
Gotcha. So you'd be essentially pulling a 0 running back strategy at that point, no?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'd say so. I think what classifies 0 running back? You don't take your first running back until like the 5th round, maybe
4 or 5. Yeah.
I even say 4 is early if you're going 0 running back.
Yeah, third round you could get receivers like mid third round you could get someone like DK Metcalf, Chris Olave, maybe T. Higgins if he falls to you, Devontae Smith, those types of receivers. First running backs you're looking at like Najee Harris, Kenny Walker, Travis Etienne, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh yeah, I'd definitely rather take one of the receivers. Those actually aren't as sexy names of wide receivers as I thought they would be, but I'd still personally would go receiver.
All right, Paul, do you want to go again, or do you want to go one for one?
We'll go 1 for 1.
All right, Bob, welcome to the hot seat. I ask you this.
Let's go.
Would you rather reach for a top 4 quarterback this year or draft a later round quarterback at their ADP?
Or draft a later round quarterback at their ADP. Okay. I'm going to stall here for a second. I need a little more clarification on this question. When you say reaching for a top 4 quarterback, give me an example.
So taking Patrick Mahomes at like the 111 or the 112, or taking,
you could take Josh Allen.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts in like early of the second or mid second.
Ooh, or a late round at their ADP.
Yeah.
I would not take a quarterback ever in the first round, but if I had an early second round pick, I would rather take a guy like Jalen Hurts or Josh Allen at, say, like, just for argument's sake, at the 2-3 than take maybe Kirk Cousins at their ADP. I think the upside between like guys like that and guys like Kirk Cousins is too much to pass up.
Yeah. Okay.
I personally think that Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts are worthy of early second round picks, but they probably likely won't go there because there's still a lot of stud running backs and wide receivers to be had there.
All right, Paul. Next question.
All right. And little fun fact here. It's crazy that the top 3 quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts is projected 353 points, Allen 362, Mahomes 370, where if you wait until Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers, you are looking at a loss of 100 points. Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers are projected to have 294 and 281 fantasy points on the year.
Wow.
So that's I think you answered it correctly, Bob.
Yeah, me too. Very little positional advantage going after those guys late.
All right. So, Bob, with the exception of injury, we are not considering injury here. Is there any possibility that Justin Jefferson is not a top 3 wide receiver this year?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to say no, because I think there's just way too much volume coming his way, regardless of the addition of Jordan Addison and TJ Hawkinson. Again, like you said, if we're presuming health, maybe he's not the wide receiver 1, but it's extremely hard for me to believe that he's not going to be in the top 3, with the Minnesota offense pretty much being the same as it was last year.
Very good answer. All right, last question. Bob, are you feeling hot right now?
It is warm. I'm getting like...
Do we want to just do 2 questions, or we want to do a third?
No, let's do one more.
Okay. All right, one more. Now I got to pick. I think I'm going to do this one then. This is a hot topic right now. Everyone wants to get some type of rookie on their fantasy team in the later rounds. So let's do a rookie wide receiver hot seat question. All right. There's your little prep. Which rookie wide receiver would you want to draft at their respective ADP? JSN at 79, Jordan Addison at 84, Quentin Johnston at 97, or Zay Flowers at 107. And I can repeat those numbers if you need to.
And this is redraft, obviously.
Oh, yeah. We are in redraft season, baby.
I'm going to go with the receiver that I think is going to have the biggest impact in his rookie season, and that's Jordan Addison. Only going, 5 spots after Jordan?
Yep.
JSN. I'm actually surprised JSN's ADP is higher, but I guess it makes sense he was drafted higher. I just think Jordan Addison is in a position to make more of an immediate impact on his team compared to all the other guys.
All right.
Do we have time for a bonus question real quick?
Go for it, Paul.
All right, Bob. What is your favorite position to pick from in the draft and why?
Wow, oh my God. I gotta go wide receiver. I think wide receiver is the most fun because it's also the most deep position as well. Running back is fun, but nothing beats picking like stud wide receivers or finding that sleeper wide receiver for me personally.
Gotcha.
All right. So that does it for Bob's hot seat segment. Bob, I think you passed the test.
And
you were answering the questions pretty fast. Up next, I'm going to hop in the hot seat, and I'm going to get asked questions by Paul and Bob. We will be back soon, right after this break.